So hello guys, welcome back to another video. This is lecture number 28 of our React Mastery course. In the previous lecture we did a quick recap of what we learned in project number first and second. We learned about event systems and state systems. And from this lecture we are going to start working on our project number 3. So what is project number 3? In project number 3 we are going to build an application like a type of Google image checker. So like what we're going to do in this application, first of all we are going to make a search bar like this, and suppose that if the user enters anything in this search box, like if the user enters cars for example in this search box, then we're going to show it an images of cars like this in a proper grid pattern. Like if the user search for cars, we're going to show it images of cars, and if the user search anything like bikes, then we're going to show him images of bikes in a proper grid manner. So this is what we're going to make in lecture number 3. And you also might remember that in the project number first we did something like profile card component, in which we showed images like this way only by importing them, but we can't use that method in this case, because in this case we don't know that what the user is going to search, and we can't just randomly import millions of images and expect that the user is going to search one from them. So we need to use an API in this lecture. So this is something we will learn in this lecture, and the old concept will not work here, because in this case the number of images is too much, like in millions. So now let's set up the app. First of all we will make a new folder, project number 3. And then we need to open this folder in our VS Code. We will make a rough.js, open the terminal, and then we will create a React app by npx create React app. Named as image search. And it will take us approx 5 to 6 minutes to make the application. So till that time we will learn that how many components we are going to build in this project. So we need to build approximately 4 components. The first is app component, and then search bar component, image list component, and image show component. The app component is going to combine the all 3 child components, and what the search bar component is going to do, it is going to contain a div, or you can say search box, in which the user is going to type the object or the thing he want to search. And then in the third number we are going to have image list component, which is going to use map function to render every element from the array using map function. And then we are going to have an image show component, which is going to display every single image. So image list component is going to use map function to convert every element of an array into image show component, and then with the help of CSS we will align them in proper grid manner. So this is how it will look like. First of all we will have app component, which will have 2 child components, search bar component and image list. Image list will have further child component, and the number of image show component will depend on how many images we want to show related to that subject. And it is going to look something like this. In the src folder we are going to have total of 5 JS files: index.js, app.js, searchbar.js, imagelist.js, imageshowjs. So now you can see that it is becoming a little bit of mess here, and it is getting too much files gathering only a single folder, and it is gathering too much files only into a single folder. And so in order to make our work easier, what we are going to do, we are going to make a separate directory in the src folder itself, which we are going to name as components folder. And what it will do, it will hold all the components of our application, like search bar, image show, and image list, like this. We are not going to keep app.js component in components folder, because it is some part of main component and it is going to combine the all three components. So that's why we have put it separately. So that is the structure of our application. And now let's just wait till it completes the process. Okay, so our setup is finished. Now what we will do, we will delete all this stuff in the src folder, because we know that this is useless. But we are not going to delete app.js and index.js. We'll clear all this stuff in app.js. Okay, so now we will make a component directory inside our src folder. Components. Here we will make a search bar. Image list.jsx and image show. A short way to build a function is just writing RFC. Like suppose if we write RFC and click enter, then it will automatically make a basic file for us. And we need to save all of this. Now if we run this, okay, so now you can see that this works totally fine, and we have finished the basic setup of our project number 3. And from the next lecture we will start working on it. And this was all for today.